composed. It has sort of a funny theme. I think we started working on it during the lockdown. I live in Nashville full time. Alisa lives here in San Francisco. And, so we were kind of writing long distance for a while. And, the theme for this was like astronauts, but having like a Hawaiian themed party in space.
Not here with a Hawaiian theme party.
It's on our newest record. We have a few records for sale. I'll tell you all. I'll do the sales pitch all at once later, but this is from the newest one. This one called Space Samba. on it, and it makes the pitch sound an octave lower.
So instead of, we have,
Then this is an octave mandolin that
That's
borrowing from a friend out here. This is the same concept, it's just the body's bigger and its length is a little longer. It all is like a physics thing where it's, you know, it's just vibrating inside of your ears. So. It's all the same notes, just an octave lower. So that way we don't have to really learn how to play another instrument. We're gonna play a piece. That'll hopefully be a familiar theme. Alisa and I met while we were both teaching at a music camp in Canada. It's not like a music camp for kids. I think there are kids there, I can't remember, but it's more like sleepaway camp for adults that want to learn to play the banjo. And we both have, like Andrea said, pretty diverse backgrounds musically, but we have a lot of stuff that overlaps, including American folk music traditions, which involve a lot of improvising and storytelling and things like that. And so on our earlier projects, specifically our first record, we tried to combine some of the improvisational traditions from American fiddle music with the improvisation tradition of Baroque classical music and that sort of thing. And while that's not specifically what we're doing right now, it still has some of that thread. So it's a theme with some variations. But we recorded this on our newest record, but what we'll play now is a little bit different than what was recorded that day. Just be whatever feels right today. now. This is one previous record. A lot of our tunes have kind of these, I don't know what you would call them, sort of specific names. We'll kind of try to come up with something clever for some of them, and some of them it just is a little more right to the point. This one is called French Cowboy, because there's lots of ways you could talk about French cowboys, which there are some, but all of them involve speaking French, which I didn't want to have to do whenever I introduced the song.
The image that we have for the song is if Debussy went to the Wild Wild West. Experience life, I don't know, Texas or Wyoming or something like that.
Just Debussy and Amarillo, just stuck in a dry county, with stars. I was born in Dallas and never really lived there very much, but I have a weird connection to Texas in the desert. So here's sort of what we thought that would sound like. times a year to play music together. We have for the last more than 10 years now, which it's a lot of fun. It's very kind of different from what both of us do full time. Alisa teaches at the San Francisco Conservatory and does lots of chamber music things, and I play in a bluegrass band full time, and so it's fun to get together and work on these creative pieces and things like that. And we've gotten to make a few records. Like I mentioned before, we have 3 records. They're all for sale over there. The newest one is called Speranza, and we're real proud of it. And we're going to do another piece from the new record, and then one more piece after that, and then we'll take a brief intermission, and I'll sit over here by the CDs if you have any questions. Alisa also has a couple of records from her other projects over there as well. Karen's interested in more fiddle music, and I've been working in the background on a podcast about the history of women in bluegrass, and as it specifically relates to a newsletter that was published in the 90s, and how we can sort of look at those stories that were mostly women interviewing other women who were musicians, and see how those stories can illuminate things about our present, and also just to be able to share those stories, because lots of things like that in the bluegrass world kind of go unrecognized by like traditional academia, like the archives, and so it's a fun project. They have a little pamphlet about it over there if you're interested. But right now here's one. You want to tell them the theme? They kind of go together, the French cowboy and
It's true, I guess. This is Lasso the Squirrel.
Lasso is his name. Like Ted Lasso. write a lot of these together, but sometimes one of us will have more of an idea to start with. And this one I wrote while I was on tour. I played in a band with my dad for 10 years and traveled a lot with him, which was very special and also challenging at times. And there's this, I'm not sure, just because I've only ever really played bluegrass professionally, how much it translates into other genres with touring, but there's this phenomenon in bluegrass touring where you'll often have this very strange feeling because you are perhaps the saddest you've ever been in your life, and you think, how could somebody be this sad? And while you are looking at the most beautiful thing in the world, whether it's the French Alps or a very serene lake, and it's very challenging because you're like, I feel terrible, but this is very beautiful. And that's
Sad stories from Tristan.
it's such a fun, I always, it's funny to tell it because it sounds really sad, but it's like, there's a camaraderie to it whenever I talk to other bluegrass musicians, whether they're, my age or younger or older or anything. It's like we've all had this very similar experience of being in a very beautiful place that we're very thankful to be at, and then also just so tired and sad at the same time. It's a very interesting thing. It makes you think about the spectrum of emotions that we can feel. And I wrote the original idea for this piece while I was at a very beautiful lake in Montana, feeling a little melancholy. this that I wrote for somebody that I dated for a while. It was based on us having a date that we didn't know was a date until later in Amsterdam. This next one's one that Alisa wrote during the quarantine. I I started to tell another sad story. I have to be careful. A lot of my stories that I think are very funny, as it turns out, are actually quite sad. So I have to be careful on stage.
Bluegrass humor.
Bluegrass humor. Every song is about death. They all sound happy, but when the lockdown was about to happen, I had a lot of friends who were, they're very social people. I always kind of kept to myself a little bit more and know how to sort of keep myself entertained, but I sort of started watching people feel the walls closing in a little bit. So I, with a friend of mine back in Nashville, we put together this little, just like an online set of prompts for people to try to write music to, and we wrote music every day and posted videos, and it was really lovely. People all over. We were all sort of inside and writing music and commenting on each other's pieces. It was very lovely. Alisa wrote a few pieces for that project as well, and this piece came out of that. Remember what the prompt was for this one?
I think the prompt was friend, but it's sort of about that, I had it, okay, well, we did lose all our performing work with being the pandemic, but, I had it relatively easy, like, I was okay, and I had a place to be, and I wasn't sick, and I enjoyed walking in the Presidio every day, and it was all shut and beautiful, like, but it also was so disturbing and, disorienting and terrifying and all the other things too, so this is sort of about that beginning of the pandemic, that time.
know this is an old piece, old enough that we don't know who wrote it, if anybody wrote it. It's one of the more, a lot of American folk songs and Appalachian, like from the lower Appalachian Mountains in the upper south. There's a lot of Scots-Irish immigrants and their culture mixed with the native culture there and the indigenous peoples and the slaves from West Africa who were brought into the South. And their musical traditions combined into a variety of musics that we, collectively call sort of like American folk music, which is pretty broad, obviously, but this is one of those tunes. It's called Cluck Old Hen. Did you have chickens in Wisconsin?
I did not.
We had chickens.
You did growing up?
Mm-hmm.
Did you go get the eggs?
Yeah, terrifying. Chickens are kind of mean. Well, they aren't.
Roosters
taken-
are really
yeah.
scary.
But they're taking care of that. My full-time, I have a couple of bands I play with full-time, but I also fill in with a lot of people, and I get to play a few shows recently with Steve Martin, and he wrote words to this song, which is pretty funny. We were probably 15 years ago, a banjo player named Noam Bikelny put out an album, and made a video promoting it. That was just like a weird 10-minute long comedy sketch. And Steve Martin guest stars in it. I think Noam,
I think that's
I think Noam shoots Steve Martin dead in the in this promotional video because Steve tries to insist on singing Cluck Old Hen on the album. And so now 15 years later he recorded it with words and put it on an album. It's quite
Nice.
funny.
Hey, we're playing Cluck Old Hen. Well, we're improvising on it, so we'll see how it goes. Actually, I don't remember the end of that one. Reaper walks. I have a side note about this. I haven't told you this, but I'm doing this 15-minute, there's this 15-minute composer call. You know any composers? It's due November 3rd. And it's for this baritone violin and clavichord, which is a very quiet, early version of the piano, I believe. It's extremely quiet, so the music, I actually think it's, we haven't actually played them together. But there'll be, like, it's an open call for composers to write 1-minute pieces. And then we'll pick 15 of them. It'll be a 15-minute concert of 15 pieces. Clavichord and baritone violin,
That's cool.
right?
I like that.
Yeah, we'll see how.
Yes.
At first I thought somebody else was doing a baritone violin open call. Yeah, I was like, wow, that's crazy. There's another piece of
I'm curious to see what people come up with.
Singer House. This is such a beautiful space in general, and to play music and to get to be in the same room as people. And I very much appreciate keeping the tradition of having music in the parlor, as Mr. Singer, I'm sure, would appreciate as well.
You're welcome.
We'll do a couple more pieces. This one, good.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
the tunes. Let's see this.
Okay, we'll do a slightly different thing. I'm gonna sit down again. We're gonna play a couple of tunes. Oh, these ones don't have the feet, do they?
Oh, no, the feet tunes.
Oh, okay, great.
Let's do the feet.
So another just like random folk music tradition thing that I learned while traveling a bunch is there's lots of different, folk styles. It's mostly like people with fiddles showed up somewhere and mixed fiddle with whatever was going on there. And in sort of central Canada, like around Manitoba, there's like a culturally distinct group. They're described as Métis people. Métis means mixed blood. And they have a long and very interesting history in sort of just Canadian history and politics. But they have a very beautiful music and cultural tradition. And one of the things that was sort of imported from France but then expanded on there was this rhythmic way of keeping a beat while using your feet, but more than just tapping along. And I learned that while I was up there. So Alisa and I are going to try to do it with some tunes. I am going to awkwardly turn this direction though, so I can do it on the...
You'll sit right back here. That'll be good.
No?
And Tristan,
Yeah.
don't hit your head on the fireplace above you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just go out a little bit. That's really fun.
This is one of I love this tradition. I learned it from a fiddle player named Calvin Bollrath. But one of the things I don't like about it is that I like anything that is easy but looks really hard. That's always great. This is sort of the opposite. It really doesn't look like it's that much going on. But
It's really hard.
it's in fact quite hard, but we'll see how it goes. We'll do a set of tunes. We'll start with a Scottish tune, then a maritime tune, then an Irish tune. Start with one more tune here. This is one called Calabasitas. Thanks so much for listening to us and spending the afternoon with us. It's so lovely. And we have an email list over there next to the CDs if you want to know when we'll be doing some more shows. The next time is going to be in January. Like I said, I come out here probably 3 or 4 times a year. And we do shows and it's fun. Most of them are like this in a house. Is there anything we haven't said?
We have t-shirts too.
Oh, that's right.
They're really pretty actually.
We didn't bring any to show.
Well, we don't, if you go to our website, there's like a fox. They're quite pretty. We put our name very small, so you probably wouldn't actually know it's for Scroggins Rose. But you want a nice shirt of a fox.
It's a nice fox. Our friend Anna Jane Lester illustrated it. She's done some illustration work for us before. She's really great. She made the terrible choice of marrying a fiddler and was like, so never mind. It's so crazy. It was one of those relationships where you're like, wow, that's kind of crazy. I hope that works out. And then when it doesn't, you're like, yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. All right.
So can you get those
Stage
t-shirts online?
You can get
Yes.
them online.
Okay.
Yeah, in a variety of colors. We also have children's sizes as well. Our little t-shirt model isn't here. He's good at selling the shirts.
Yes.
We gotta get him a little like cigarette pearl thing for the CDs.
Walk around.
Yeah.